Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Well, today we're going to be doing some cooking on my channel. Those of you who know my background know I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up in Minnesota, and I grew up in the country. So when you would go to an event, say a potluck event, one of the common items that people made in Minnesota and maybe in other parts of the Midwest is called hot dish. Now, in many other parts of the country, it's a casserole. I don't know why they call it hot dish in Minnesota, but that's what they call it. Now, casseroles, hot dishes, it's kind of a comfort food, so something you might make on a rainy day or that sort of thing, a cold winter day. But generally, they were made because they were, number one, reasonably priced, and number two, fed a bunch of people. So big families in the Midwest where I'm from, in the Minnesota area, especially the rural area, a lot of big families. So you can make a lot of food for not a lot of money. Now, one of the common themes for casseroles is cream of mushroom soup. I don't know if any of y'all really ever eat this stuff. Otherwise, I do, but it makes really good casseroles. So one of the casseroles that, or hot dish, I keep calling it casserole because I've been away from the motherland for so long, but one of the hot dishes that's really popular in Minnesota is tater tot hot dish. Now it's real easy to make, reasonably priced, so I'm going to show y'all how to do it. First of all, let me get you here on, we'll get you on pan view here, view what's going on in the pan. All right, we're gonna be making it in this cake dish here. It's 9 by 13 glass or Pyrex, whatever you wanna call it, cake dish. It is a hot dish pan, hot dish dish. So what we're going to start out with here is some ground beef and onions. This is a pound of ground beef and a half of a giant onion. I've already made this. You can season this however you like. Salt and pepper or whatever you like to put in it. And of course, drain it out as good as you can. Now, if you're into making casseroles, you could make a couple things of hamburger and onions and just have it in the fridge for later, and you can put this together really easily. So you could make a couple of containers full of hamburger with onions in it, or whatever you like. If you don't like onions, don't put it in there. To this, we are going to add this cream of mushroom soup. Now, if you go to your local grocery store, wherever you like to shop, take a look for different types of cream soups. They make cream of mushroom, cream of celery, and I got a can of cream of chicken soup. I'm gonna put that in here just for fun. Usually I'd put 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup in, but I'm gonna add this cream of chicken soup. If I can get it to come out of here, just give it a little bit different flavor. Who knows? It sounds like they locked the wiener dog in the back room. He's none too happy either. Voicing his concerns by beating on the door. Hear that? Making the other dogs go crazy too. Okay, next thing you can add some vegetables of your choice. I like corn. I'm gonna put some corn in here. Put a whole can of corn in there. Now you can use fresh, you can use frozen, you can use whatever you like. And I'm gonna add some green beans as well. All right, now we got our veggies. just gonna mix all this stuff together. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go let this dog out before he breaks the door off the hinges. All right, after letting the wiener dog out, I got this all stirred up, patted in here nicely. Now you can add some salt and pepper to this if you like. Season it however you like. If you want to add garlic, if you want to add whatever you want, this is your creation. Now I will let you know this, in the Midwest they seem to be very averse to seasoning things. They don't like spicy for some reason, I don't know why. I am an onion fan, so I am going to put more onions in here. We got the onions in with the ground beef. I'm going to put some of these French's crispy fried onions in here as well. Put them on top. Just sprinkle some in there, whatever. Who doesn't like cheese? Let's put some cheese on there. Today I have sharp cheddar, so you can use whatever kind of cheese you like. You could actually mix the cheese in with the mixture on the bottom too, or you can put it on top at the end of the baking. So feel free to do what you want with the recipe. That's one thing I like, is that the casseroles are very adept. You can do what you want with it. You want to use ground turkey, feel free. I suppose it'd even be good with ground pork. All right, now we have got the pièce de résistance, tater tots. Go crazy, tater tots. There you go. Now, this is where my OCD sets in. And I like to get all the tater tots lined up really nice in a row here. So, you know, if you gotta sing a song in your head or whatever you gotta do to make the nice tater tots going here, or you could get really OCD and go one set this way and one set this way, and ooh, man. Whatever you want to do, you know, get creative on it here. So let me finish this up, and I'll come back once I got them all arranged the way I like them. Well, there you go. We got them pretty neat. And if you just want to pour them on there, do what makes you happy. Now, the nice thing about these hot dishes, casseroles, whatever you want to call them, is you can make it like this and stick it in the oven and bake it later. Like for me, I'm busy making dinner for my lovely trophy wife. So when she gets home, or when I hear that she's on her way home, I could throw this in the oven, and we are going to bake this at 350 degrees for an hour. So let's see, what time do we got now? It's 4:40. So I'll probably throw it in here in the next couple minutes. So I think I'm going to turn the oven on and preheat it. That way, an hour, it'll be just about 6 o'clock. In fact, there we go. Oven is preheating at 350. We're going to put that in. Now I have, like I said, I'll put cheese sometimes on the top of it. I've also browned up bacon before and put that in there with it. So as I said, this is your creation. I'm kind of giving you the base, and heck, even I make it different almost every time. So I will, as soon as this oven gets preheated, I'll throw it in there, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes on out of here. I turned the broiler on for about the last 5 minutes here, just to help make sure the tater tots are extra crispy on the top here. It's looking pretty good. All right, we're gonna pull it out in just another minute or so. Well, there you have it. Tater tot hot dish. You see the cheese all oozing out here. The broiler at the last couple minutes added a nice little crispy texture to the top. Now, You can serve this, just let it sit for a couple minutes. You can serve it as is. You could put sour cream and green onions. You could put bacon bits on top of it. Like I said, it's a casserole, it's a hot dish, and you can feel free to adapt the recipe however you'd like. Make it your own. So, that being said, I'm gonna let it sit here a minute. I'm gonna dish it out. I'm gonna tear into this thing, and the nice thing about this is you can go ahead and box up the leftovers, throw it in the freezer, and it's a real easy, quick meal later on down the road. You know, a week or two later, you got a couple of these in the freezer, you take it out, throw it in the microwave, good to go. So thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your hot dish adventure. Adios.